Patch 7.41 has been around for a week, and today I will talk about how pub meta is shaping up in high MMR matches. I will tell you what's good, which heroes to pick, what items to buy, and how to play the game in order to win, as it has changed a lot. First, let's talk about what are the biggest changes that will lead us to meta choices. I think there are a couple of them that matter for us. The biggest change that affects all of us is neutral items being able to spawn at minute 1. While this might seem like it's not a huge change in terms of what happens in the lanes, remember, pools do account for that. That means if you're playing position 5, you can get a neutral item by just pulling around 3 minutes, and tier 1 items are quite strong right now. Ashe Legion at 3 minutes basically wins the lane, so does Duelist Glove or Chipped Vest on a core. Being able to contest pull camps was never more important. One important change that happened as well is Tormentor. Right now it's simply way less convenient to get it, and it basically requires at least 3 heroes and sometimes even 4. Before the patch it used to be 2 or 3, and this is simply a huge change. I can tell you from my games that Torm at 20 minutes is way less common, as it's not only harder to kill, but also gives less gold overall. Third big change of the patch is BKB and refresher changes. I would say BKB is way better item right now, as having it for at least 7 seconds is a good change, but on the flip side, you cannot refresh it. That means there's no more carries that just win teamfights on their own in the late game, so basically playing for a single hero timing is more tricky. And we have to mention offlane being way better now, as creeps simply meet in a better place. This is changing how the offlane is being played. I believe right now it's simply possible to contest safe lanes again, which was very tricky before. Not only heroes are getting buffed or nerfed, but also a better placement means it's simply possible to effectively lane again and not drag the creep wave. So, to sum this up, offlanes are easier to play, Tormentor is harder to get, and carries no longer can 1 vs 9 matches. Lanes are more important to contest, as losing them, at least early on, has bigger impact than before. This gives us a rough idea how the meta shapes up, and as we progress to the heroes, we have to mention one more thing. Consecrated Wraps is the item of the patch. Most of the strong heroes right now are enjoying that item, as it's simply too good, gives you too much HP for what it costs. I think a lot of heroes right now are the ones that are allowed to buy that item and be tanky in the teamfight. I've seen Tidehunters, Batriders and even Meepo get that item, and I believe it will still need a nerf or two to become balanced, even though it got already nerfed a bit. Right now this item is so good it basically is a must buy on any tanky hero that will get focused down. Okay, going to the heroes, I think we are getting a rough idea what might be strong right now. Starting from position 5, I think a lot of them are currently just strong laners. The biggest one is Venomancer, who I believe is currently the best support in Dota, amazing laner paired up with playing the map effectively. Most of Venomancers in my games are building a Ganim Scepter, so it seems to be strong. Paired up with Vessel, you will usually rush. Other ones are Phoenix, Lich, but also heroes like Tusk or Jakiro, so the same ones as in the last patch. Going to position 4s, I think trend of not contesting lanes is mostly over, and a lot of the heroes played in that role just need to be strong laners. Before, if you skip the laning stage, there was no punishment, and now you will just allow enemies to farm neutrals quickly and dominate your offlane even more. Other than Bara, who perhaps got fixed today, I see a lot of position 4s that lane well. Shadow Shaman, Shadow Demon, Phoenix, Techies and even Grimstroke. Position 3 role is getting dominated by few heroes right now. The biggest one is Doom, who I believe got a lot of buffs. Night Stalker doesn't have Night at the start again, but his spells are very strong. Then there are Slardar and Tidehunter as well, who were strong in the last patch. Legion Commander seems like a perfect pub hero as well. Batrider or Phoenix are the range position 3s that also appear in my games. Mid lane is basically a lot of the same things, but there are some differences. First, Keeper of the Light. This hero is by far the strongest mid laner right now, and while I've seen him being a support, he's mostly being played as a mid laner. Tempo he provides with an early vessel and travels is just absurd, and right now he's sitting on 61% win rate on Pro Tracker. Other than that, it's Batrider, Pangolier, and Lone Druid. This is counting the new heroes. A lot of the mid laners are basically same as in the last patch. Ember is as strong as ever, Void Spirit, Quop, and Invoker are being played as well. For the carries, I see a lot of heavy sustain, hard to kill ones like Slark, Lifestealer, Terrorblade, and Void, but also greedy choices like Muerta, Alchemist, and Phantom Lancer. I think heavy role currently has the most amount of heroes that are being played, so if you're picking one, make sure it's good for the lane and for the game. And if you would like to stay updated about what's good in Dota, subscribe to the channel. Keep in mind I also offer private coaching, so if you're interested in that, reach out to me on Discord. That's it for today. Let me know in the comments which heroes you would like to see in the upcoming videos. See you!